right, it's setting up. All right. So welcome everyone to this ROV Global Meditation for May 2023. And just going to switch this. Okay. So welcome to this global meditation for May 2023. Stephen is away on lots of business meetings the next couple of weeks all over the world. So you've got me hosting you today, Kevin Schoeninger, and I'm really excited to be doing the Microcosmic Orbit. This is really just one of my favorite guided meditations from Qigong meditation. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, let's see. Okay. Can you all see that graphic? Yes? Okay, great. And also I want to welcome everyone who's joining us from Enlightened World Network and also from the Raising Our Vibration Facebook group. So here is a little graphic. This is me about 20 years ago doing the Microcosmic Orbit, and it can be helpful just to see a graphic of the points, the meridian points that we use in this meditation. So if you look down here, can you see my pointing arrow? Yes? Okay. So there's two primary meridians here. One you can see here called the Du-mai, or the governor meridian. It goes from the perineum, which is called Hui-yin in Chinese, and it goes up through this Wei-lu point. That's the tip of your tailbone. And then it goes up through the Ming-men point, and that's directly opposite your navel. So Ming-men, and right in your lower spine, and then up through your spine between your shoulder blades to Da Zui. Da Zui is C7 vertebrae. It's the base of your neck. So the first cervical, or the seventh cervical vertebrae. And then from there, it goes up to this point where your spine enters your skull, called Yu Chen, up to the crown point, the top of your head, called Bai Hui, and then down to what's called the upper dantian, or Shang dantian point. And then this Du-mai meridian ends in your upper palate. So we're going to be putting the tip of our tongue up to the upper palate, and that connects the Du-mai and the Ren-mai meridians. The Ren-mai goes from the tip of your tongue, touching the upper palate, down through the Zhong dantian, or middle dantian point in front of your heart, down through the Sha dantian, or lower dantian point. That's about 3 finger widths below your navel, and then returning to the perineum, or the Hui-yin point. So we're going to begin with our usual posture cues and just getting all set up. And then we're going to do some lower dantian breathing. So focusing on a sphere of energy here, and then concentrating the energy right in the center of the lower dantian, right in there. And then feeling that center of the lower dantian as a pearl, glowing pearl of energy. And that pearl we're then going to draw down to the perineum, the Hui-yin, and then we're going to go point by point first, breathing up to the next point, Wei-lu, breathing up and squeezing the next point, Ming-men, so on, through all these points, and following them point by point to kind of activate the points in the circuit. And then once we've gone around once and activated the points, we're going to breathe through this circuit. So we're going to inhale, squeeze the perineum, draw the energy up on the in-breath to the Bai Hui at the top of the head. And then we're going to exhale and just allow the energy to flow down the front center line of the body and return to the perineum as we exhale. We're going to breathe in that inhale up, exhale down for a little while to just really groove that circuit. Feel the energy flow in that circuit. And then we're going to let go of breathing, just feel that circuit kind of running on its own, and then use that to go out into a more diffused universal consciousness. All right, so that's and this on the right-hand side, this is actually, I know it's hard to see, but I wanted to show you. This is carving in stone from the White Cloud Temple in Beijing, where I visited in 2004. And this is a graphic of the internal energy system. And you can see the energy kind of spiking up here at the crown and the top of the head. And there's a flow of energy up the spine and up the back of the head. And I could spend a whole hour talking about this graphic, but the basic idea is that this is an energy circuit that is prolific in Qigong meditation and through the lineage of Taoism. And so I saw this graphic at the White Cloud Temple, or this carving at the White Cloud Temple, and I said, oh, I just have to take a picture of that because it really, and maybe we'll do a whole session on this sometime, but just talking about the different aspects of the lower Dantian, which is right down here, the middle Dantian, which is here, and the upper Dantian, which is here, and all these little figures and elements that are part of the human energy system. And so this Qigong looks at the human energy system as a circuit of energy flow, and that this is a microcosm of the macrocosm of the universal energy flow. And all the elements are represented here in this graphic, though, as again, it's a little hard to see, but this is a really elemental sort of philosophy where all the elements of life are represented in the human energy system, and then the human energy system is a reflection of the greater energy system that we're a part of. So anyway, those graphics might help you have a nice visual to help you feel what's happening in this meditation as we go through. So I'm going to stop screen sharing now. And
everything.
Okay, and then if you'll, Liz, if you can mute your audio, that'd be great. Thank you. Good to have you here. All right, so let's go right into this meditation. And okay, so can everyone hear me fine and see me fine? Yeah, okay. All right, good. So let's begin as always by beginning with our posture points. So look down at the inside edges of your feet and make sure that the inside edges of your feet are parallel with each other. And if it's comfortable for you, scoot forward on the front edge of your seat so you feel some weight down in your feet. And if you need back support, you can sit back against the seat back. And then let's cup our hands in our laps with the tips of our thumbs touching lightly. And just allow your hands to rest down in your legs. So let your shoulders relax down. Release any tension in your shoulders and your neck. And then sit nicely upright. Let's just take a moment to check in inside and notice how you feel right now. And if you could sum up this feeling in a word, a phrase, or an image, what would this be? And now consider your intention for your practice. And why is this important to you? Consider that your practice is not just for you, but that it extends out to all your loved ones, to everyone you interact with, and even further throughout the whole collective consciousness and all that is. Your practice, your state of consciousness makes a difference. So consider dedicating your practice to the well-being of all beings. And now focus down into the soles of your feet. Really feel the sensations of contact of the soles of your feet on the ground. Awaken sensory awareness in the soles of your feet and feel the grounding presence of the earth through the soles of your feet. And feel this grounding presence of the earth up through your shins and calves, up through your knees and your upper legs, through your hips and into your pelvic bowl. And feel your pelvic bowl resting down in your seat, resting down into the grounded presence of the earth. Now focus into your palms and fingers. Allow your hands to soften and relax. As if they're melting down into your legs. Feel the soft openness in your hands. As your hands relax, allow your arms and shoulders to relax down. Releasing any tension in your shoulders and your neck. And your head. Imagine and feel a string attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright, giving you a feeling of vertical spaciousness from your perineum right up through the core of your body, up through your spine, and through to the top of your head. Feel this connection from your perineum up your spine to the top of your head. We'll come back to this shortly. And then tuck your chin to gently lengthen the back of your neck. Place the tip of your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Soften and relax your tongue here. Touching your tongue to your upper palate connects the Do-My meridian, which runs up your spine over the top of your head and down to your upper palate, with the Ren-My meridian, which runs from the tip of your tongue down the front center line of your body, returning to the perineum. You might feel a sense of energy at the tip of your tongue where these meridians connect. Now smile a subtle smile of calm happiness. Of appreciation and gratitude for this time together. To turn inwards, to recognize and feel our subtle energy system. The universal energy that gives us life. Allow this feeling of smiling to relax your face. Relax your eyes. Release any tension from your eyebrows and your forehead. Allow this feeling of smiling to wash down from the top of your head down through your brain, down over your face, and down through your neck, down through your arms and hands, down through your chest and upper back, down through your abdomen and lower back, down through your hips and legs, down through your feet and into the ground. Feel this sense of calm happiness in every cell. Feel as if every cell is smiling, alive with vital energy. Communicating with every other cell. And radiating pure positive energy. And now focus into your lower abdomen, the lower dantian. And find a point about 3 finger widths below your navel, right in the center of your lower abdomen. Imagine and feel this point as the center of a glowing sphere of energy the lower Dantian sphere. Imagine and feel this sphere is breathing, so that as you inhale, it gently expands and fills up. And as you exhale, the energy concentrates in the center of the sphere, in a glowing pearl of energy here. Breathing in, you feel the gentle expansion from the center outwards in all directions as this sphere expands and fills up. And breathing out, you feel this relaxation inward to the center of the sphere, where the energy concentrates into this glowing pearl. See if you can stay present in the whole cycle of your breathing. So you notice the moment you begin to inhale and the energy begins to expand until you naturally pause. And then notice the moment you begin to exhale and the energy concentrates in the center of the sphere until you naturally pause. Imagine and feel that your breath is feeding the lower Dantian sphere, so it glows warmer and brighter, and it feels alive and full of energy. Now let go of breathing for a moment. Continue breathing, but don't focus on it. Focus on the glowing pearl of energy in the center of the lower Dantian. Place all your attention and concentrate right into this glowing pearl of energy in the center of the lower Dantian. And now as you breathe in, draw this pearl of energy down to the perineum. And as you breathe out, concentrate the energy at the perineum, at the weigh-in point, and a glowing pearl of energy here at the perineum. So really feel the energy building and concentrated at the weigh-in point, the perineum. From here, we're going to move through all the points along the microcosmic orbit, one by one. And as you follow the glowing pearl to And through each of these points, imagine and feel that it leaves a trail of light that lights up this circuit as we go up the spine to the top of the head and then down the front center line of the body. So we'll be lighting up this circuit one point at a time, together with the paths between the points. So let's begin at the perineum. Gently squeeze your perineum and draw your breath upward from the perineum, just a short distance to the tip of your tailbone, the Wei Lu point. And then as you breathe out, concentrate at the Wei Lu point. And give a few gentle squeezes at this point to activate it. And then relax. Imagine and feel the glowing pearl of energy at the tip of your tailbone, the Wei Lu point. And as we go through all these points, you may notice certain points are easy to feel, certain points you might not feel at all, and that's fine. Just use these points as a focus for your attention and guide your attention through these points and along these paths. So from the tip of your tailbone, breathe in, draw the energy up into your lower back to a point directly opposite your navel, the Ming Men point. And as you breathe out, concentrate at the Ming Men point in your lower back between lumbar 2 and 3, opposite your navel. Give a few gentle squeezes here. And relax. Imagine and feel glowing pearl of energy at the Ming Men point in your lower back. Now take a deep breath in and draw the pearl up through your spine, up between your shoulder blades to the base of your neck, the C7 vertebrae, the Datsui point. Breathe out and focus the energy here. Give a few gentle squeezes at this point. And relax. Imagine and feel the glowing pearl of energy at the base of your neck, the Datsui point. Now take a breath in, draw that pearl of energy up through the vertebrae in your neck to the point where your spine enters your skull, so the base of your skull, to the Yu-Chen point. And as you breathe out, concentrate the energy here. Give a few gentle squeezes at this point. And relax. Imagine and feel the glowing pearl of energy at the Yu-Chen point, the base of your skull. This point strongly connected to your brainstem. Now breathe in and draw the pearl of energy up the back of your head to the top of your head, to the crown point, the Baihui point. As you breathe out, concentrate the energy here. Give a few gentle squeezes at this point, the Baihui point, top of your head. And relax. Imagine and feel the glowing pearl at the top of your head, the crown point. You might really feel a tingling aliveness here at this potent spot. Now allow the pearl to flow down from the top of your head to the center of your forehead, to the Shang Dantian point or upper Dantian point. Give a few gentle squeezes here. And relax. Imagine and feel the glowing pearl, the center of the forehead, the upper Dantian point. Now follow the glowing pearl as it flows down over the bridge of your nose, down through the tip of your tongue, touching the roof of your mouth, down through your tongue, down the front of your throat, and down to the center of your chest, center of your sternum, the middle Dantian point, Zhong Dantian. Give a few gentle squeezes here. And relax. Imagine and feel the glowing pearl of energy at the middle Dantian point, center of your chest. And now follow the pearl as it flows down through your solar plexus, and down through your navel, and down to a point about 3 finger widths below your navel, the Sha Dantian point. Give a few gentle squeezes here to activate this point. Then relax. Imagine and feel the glowing pearl of energy at the lower Dantian point. Now follow the pearl as it flows down, returning again to the perineum. And allow the energy to collect here. You might give a few gentle squeezes at this point again to focus the energy here. Now we're going to begin breathing through the microcosmic orbit. So as we inhale, gently contract the perineum, draw the energy from the perineum up the spine to the top of your head. Pause and feel the energy at the top of your head. And then as you exhale, follow the energy as it flows down the front center line of your body and returns to the perineum again. And we're going to continue with this breathing pattern for a couple minutes. So at your own pace, each time you inhale, gently contract the perineum. Breathe in, draw the energy up through your spine. If you tuck your chin, it helps. Right to the top of your head. Feel that tingling at the top of your head. And then as you breathe out, allow the energy to easily flow down the front center line of your body, returning to the perineum again. So continue with that pattern for a couple minutes at your own pace. Imagine that your breath is like a trail of light flowing upwards and then flowing downwards through this circuit. Some of you might see this light, some of you might feel it, or you might just have a sense for it. Just allow it to happen. Don't try to make it happen. Just follow this flow, which is naturally here. It's always happening. We're just bringing attention to it. Enjoy this gentle rhythm flowing up and flowing down. Now, at the end of your next exhalation, let go of breathing and see if you can simply sense this energy circuit flowing continuously up, over top, down, and around. This circuit energizes every meridian in your body, all your internal organs. Now feel the energized space inside this circuit, the space of your torso on your head. Feel this space alive with energy. Feel the vitality and presence of this space. Feel the entire space inside your skin, alive and present. Feel the entire surface of your skin infused with vital energy around your whole body. Feel the space around your skin alive with energy, with presence. And feel as if your skin dissolves and the space inside and all around you is one space, alive with energy. Feel the entire space of your room alive, energized. Feel as if the walls of your room dissolve and this alive space extends infinitely in all directions. A universal field of life energy, extending infinitely in front of you. And infinitely behind you. Feel this alive space infinitely out to the left. And infinitely out to the right. Feel this alive space infinitely above you. And infinitely below you. Feel out to the edges of this infinite space, this universal field. And beyond that, and beyond that, this boundless alive space, this one life we all share. Feel this whole space alive with universal energy. Feel this vast, boundless, alive space. Become aware that this infinite space arises within formlessness, within awareness itself. Called Wuji. This formless origin of all that is. Rest as the formless. Simply present, open, aware. Prior to form and content, prior to thoughts and experiences, prior to space and time. Formless awareness. Let go and rest. As simple awareness prior to anything arising. Now become aware of the universal field arising within the formless. This infinite field of space, time, energy. And feel your body as an expression of this field. An open space in this field through which life has experiences. Awareness aware of itself through the form of you. You are inseparable from this field, an expression of it, a place of experience. Now feel the tingling energy at the top of your head. Feel the energy in your cupped hands in your lap. Feel the energy in your feet on the ground, in the grounding presence of the earth. Feel your body as a whole from the inside. And notice how you feel. If you could sum up this feeling in a word, a phrase, or an image, what would this be? Record this word, phrase, or image together with this feeling in your body, so you remember it. Bring it with you. Share it in all your interactions, and can return to it any time. Feel this presence, this vital energy in your whole body. Together with the space all around you. One space of presence, energy, awareness. Very slowly, open your eyes and continue to feel this presence within and all around you. With your eyes open. So you bridge between your inner and your outer experience, and all is one. Take a few moments to allow this felt sense of presence and energy, awareness to integrate. And you might want to take some notes on your experience. And if anyone would like to share their experience, welcome that. Monica.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kev. That was really great. I noticed that I went in and out of like being really tired and then coming back like to a lot of energy and then tired, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done the microcosmic orbit for a while, so I don't know if that
Mm-hmm.
had anything to do with it,
Mm-hmm.
but it just felt really amazing. And I could definitely see like an outline of the orbit just after we went through it once, kind of like it lit up and just felt really great to do it again. Thank you so much.
Nice. Thanks, Monica. Karen.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. That was really powerful. I find that doing it in the group, there's a group energy rather than if I'm just alone and doing it. I really felt the power of all of us in practice, going through this orbit. For me, going through the orbit, I felt really alive. I felt a lot of energy moving through the body. But then when we went into the awareness practice and the expansion, it reminded me of, in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, they do death practices. And it involves bringing the energy up and out. And I felt that powerful release of form and identity, and just I don't know, it's kind of beyond words, but the experience is very powerful. So thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Yeah, that is, in the Tibetan practices, they view meditation as a practice of dying, right? Of dying to our separate small sense of self, right? To thinking that we are this skin suit and bag of bones, and recognizing this vast essence of our being. Yeah, thank you, Karen. Nick.
Yeah, I think she nailed it, because I've never felt so energized. Like, it felt like I had way too much caffeine. Like, I've never felt so like that. So I don't know what, but I think when Karen said the group energy, maybe that was it. I don't know. I've never,
Yeah.
It does. It feels like I had way too much caffeine.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Just
well, you're feeling that the vital energy. I mean, that is the purpose of this practice, is to really connect with that vital energy and to amplify it.
It was amplified.
Yeah.
Is there a way to what do you guys do if it's too much? I had to keep pausing my video and stretch. I felt like it was wild.
Yeah. So first of all, it does take some time for the system to acclimate to that. But some things you can do are really focus, like put your hands on the lower dantian, and just really feel your feet on the ground and feel the lower dantian resting down into your seat and down into your legs, your feet, the ground. Just imagine the energy just flowing down into the earth. And so if you can gather and collect it in the lower dantian, that's a good place to store it. It'll move from there to wherever it needs to move, and then also really feeling your feet on the ground. And I think you'll find that really helps. And you might even kind of bang your feet on the ground and just really feel that sense of everything coming down here. Now, the one nice thing about this is that it is a circuit. So it's not just energy flying upwards, but it's this circuit that feeds all the meridians of the body. And I'm glad you really felt the energy.
Because we've done it a bunch on Sunday. I've done this with you multiple times, and I've never felt that. At the end, I was just like, okay, bring it all in. I'll just invite it all in.
We went, this was an extended practice. So this was longer, and I guided it more slowly, gave more cues, and wanted to really give you that that felt sense of the energy. Because in this group here, everybody's done a lot of this practice. So I feel like, okay, let's really go for it. So
do you try to ground? Can I have a quick question? Do you try to ground it, or do like I want to go like lift a car, like I want to go throw a car?
Yeah,
Do you
so I would
invite
say,
that in?
well, yeah, I mean, use it. You can use
Okay.
the energy for sure. Exercising or whatever you feel like doing is great. But definitely feel like you're storing it in the lower dantian. So that's a safe place for it to store, and it won't overwhelm your system. And that would be my suggestion, is really store it. And then if you feel like moving the energy, dance, says Liz. Yes, exactly. Yeah, move it as it moves you.
Okay,
So,
wonderful.
yeah, don't try to restrict it or limit it.
Right. I didn't want to like avoid it. I was just,
yeah,
it was great. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Nick. All right. Yeah, thanks for that comment, Liz. Good to see you. All right. Anything else before we go? And Lisa Payton had to go, so she said, she made a comment. Let's see. Yeah. Thanks so much. Beautiful practice. Blessings to all. Yes. All right. All right. Well, thanks everyone here. Thanks for joining live here on Zoom. And let's see, Liz says there's a resonant energy in groups as well. Yes, absolutely. And this group is a group who's done a lot of practice. So that really amplifies the energy that you feel when you're in a group like this. And thank you also to everyone watching and practicing along on Enlightened World Network and on Raising Our Vibration Facebook page. So we do this on Enlightened World Network the third weekend of each month. So we invite everyone to join. It's the same link each month and same time. So thank you all for your practice. Liz says, thanks, Kevin. You're amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you. You all are amazing. And I so appreciate you coming here and practicing here with me. So Qigong is just one of my life passions. And so I love sharing it with all of you. So, all right. Have a wonderful rest of your day and your weekend. Love and blessings to all. And we look forward to having Stephen back when we do our next global meditation. So bye for now. Take care. See you soon.